Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to show you what are player prefs and how to use them to store data in your game. So start up, I have a scene here where I have UI and I have some like 4 buttons and a text. So what I'm planning to right now is this is going to be like the progress of the game, and I want to be able to add and decrease the values of this and then be able to save and load into like the game. So I'm gonna try doing that. So first I'm gonna go on the canvas object. I'm gonna create a script called main menu, or we can just call it game canvas. And then I'm gonna open up the script in Visual Studio. So I'm opening it up in Visual Studio, and it's just opening up Visual Studio. Okay, so I'm gonna first start by adding a float. So this is not the script. I'm gonna open up the game canvas. Okay, I'm gonna first create a float. I'm gonna call this progress. So public float progress, and then I'm just gonna first default to 0. So I'm gonna create another public void so that can be accessed by the save button. So I'm just gonna call it save progress. Okay, save progress void is gonna be called by the save button. Next, inside it, I'm just gonna leave it empty for now, and then create another void. And it's called public void load progress. Public void load progress, just like that. And then I'm going to do another public void add when I want to add values to the progress. And then I'm gonna create another function, public void, and then decrease the value of the progress. You can use instead of point progress, you can do like coins, but for this example, I'm gonna use progress. So in the add function, all I'm gonna do progress plus equals 1, and I'm just probably gonna change to int because I don't want any decimals in the value. So I'm just gonna progress plus equals 1, and decrease is gonna be progress minus equals 1. Okay, so that's great. Now I'm gonna work on the save and progress and load progress. The save progress, I'm gonna just call this player prefs. That's the default player prefs of the Unity engine. And I'm gonna dot save int. So int. So set int. And here it needs a string key, which is gonna save in the player prefs binary. So I'm gonna save it as progress. And then for the value, I'm gonna input the progress variable, just like that. And then here it's just gonna set it. And then in the load progress, it's gonna be player prefs dot load int. It's get int. Then here I'm just gonna input the key, which is progress. But then if there's no value found for the progress, I'm just gonna resolve it to 0. That's like default if there's nothing found. if I run the load progress without in the beginning running the save progress, it's gonna just output a 0. So let's go back to Unity. I'm gonna wait a bit for the code to compile, and then I'm gonna go to the add button. Then I go add an on click event and drag in the canvas, and then game canvas, then add. The add button has that, and then decrease button. We got an on click event, and then I'm gonna add a decrease. Decrease. Here we go. Just like that, decrease. And then right now I'm gonna go to the save button, another on click event, and drag in the canvas, and go to game canvas dot save progress. And then on the load button, do the same thing, just for the load function. Drag in the game canvas, and then just game canvas dot load progress. Next, I'm gonna reference. I'm gonna use a namespace using UI, Unity Engine.ui, and then I'm gonna create a public text, which is a text which is gonna display the current progress. I'm gonna do progress text, and the update on the text to update to the progress. So it's gonna be just like progress text.text equal to progress. But right now, you should see there says cannot implicitly convert type into string. So just to fix that, all I have to do is add a plus, and then just an empty string without any characters inside. Now all you have to do is open up Unity again, wait for the code to compile, and then open up the canvas object and drag in the progress text. And now let's run the game and see if it will work. Add, decrease again, and now, so this works. Now I'm just gonna save it, and then let's see, I'm gonna close it, and then I'm gonna run the game again, and I'm gonna click on the load button. Oh, and yeah, problem is that when we load progress, we don't save it anywhere, so I'm going to progress like that equal to that, like that. So now I'm gonna try to run the game again. Now it should load the value -4. This is 4. Then we can decrease. Once save, load is gonna 1 still. And then here, if I run it again, load 1. Then we can save, decrease, save, load. Then I can add. So this is the basic. So it just takes in right now the value is stored. So this is quite hard to edit without going into the game and editing, but there's a free asset on the asset store, so you can download it. It's called Player PREFS editor. So player it's called Player PREFS editor. So you should just open it, and then you should see the Player PREFS editor here. I recommend this because it's actually quite easy to edit values of Player PREFS. So you're gonna download the assets, and then I'm gonna import it. Then import, and then I should be able to image manager. So I'm just importing all the scripts into the project. So it's just combining, it's importing this image manager.cs. So I guess that's a big script, but I mean, it might take a lot of scripts to do this. So now if I go to tools, BG tools, and player prefs editor, I see that there's a window that pops up like this. There's a progress and then -3. And that's literally the current. So if I run the game right now, you'll see that when I load, it's like does that, and then when I do like decrease, save, changes, and then add, like do something like let's do 21, save. And you can also edit from here, so I'm gonna do 1000 and load 1000. It's just an editor, but your user shouldn't actually be able to run the if you built it with that tool. So you don't have to worry about that. But this is actually quite secure. So if I try to build this game right now, and then so I just have to go create a new folder here, builds. And by the way, if you are interested in how to build to Mac, you can just check out our other video on the channel where I show you how to do that. So now I'm building it to Windows because currently I'm using a Windows machine. So let's wait. And it's currently building player, and then so building player, building resources, compiling shader variants, and then it's just all the hidden internal screen path shadows and all that. Okay, so now we just have to wait a bit for it to compile the shader variants, and then we should get the build exe. So post processing player, and now we have a Windows Explorer open up the exe location. Now if we run the exe, so it's gonna the problem is that you have to change it to the full screen mode to windowed. Only then it will work. Next time I just close that window. Now you'll see the difference. I'm gonna build it to the builds folder again. I'm gonna try building it, and now let's see if it's gonna save the values. So let's wait. The building player. And just compiling the shader variants again. And I think it should be done. Yeah, okay, it's done. Now I'm gonna open up the exe file, and then I should get a little small, like this size window on my desktop. Here's the window. I'm just gonna duplicate the window so we see, and currently it's kind of weird because I didn't really make it resizable. So I'm gonna just select resizable window, and then I'm gonna build again, and then just gonna wait, and okay, just waiting. Okay, so I think it's just done. It's done with the compression and all that. It built the exe file. Now I'm gonna open it up, and I'm gonna duplicate a window when it opens. and then here we go. Just duplicating the window, and then I'm gonna resize it so it is the dimensions I want it to. This is enough. I know it will work. I also want the buttons to be visible like this. This now I'm just gonna add like 4, and I can save. Here I'm gonna load and 4, then decrease. I'm gonna save and load, and here we go. And that's how you should do it. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you need any help or you have any questions, make sure to join our Discord server in the link in the description. Thanks so much for watching.